is KMTV 3 News Now Weekend.
Following the death of Jasmine Harris and injuries to several bystanders in downtown Omaha, as rival gangs fired back and forth, the community is coming together, urging people to forgive instead of lashing out for revenge. People in Omaha are coming together over free food and entertainment to learn to forgive. Good evening, I'm Maya Signs. Megan Hahn has a night off. With the recent shootings and violence happening locally, the community is coming together to spread the word of love and forgiveness. Reporter Andrea Braswell is live in Miller Park with the story. Andrea?
Yeah, Maya, they want the violence to stop. Instead of people retaliating, they want them to have forgiveness in their heart. And that's the message they're spreading today in Miller Park. There's free food, face painting, balloons for children, and also live music from Minister Brian Trejo. They're hoping Trejo's message of truth and forgiveness can reach anyone in Omaha who is struggling with forgiveness or participating in violent activities.
But when I learned that forgiveness set me free, there's power in that, and there's other people that need to know that. So I just want to let them know there's hope and forgiveness in Jesus.
Trejo says there's another way to handle your differences rather than joining a gang and harming others. He knows because he says he once lived that same life. Later at 10, hear more from Trejo and the community and why they say this event was important. I'm live in Omaha. Andrea Braswell, 3 News Now.
Thanks, Andrea. An update to a shooting that left an officer and a suspect injured in Columbus. Sergeant Brad Wangler was shot after serving an arrest warrant to 24-year-old Jorge Robledo. Police say during an altercation between Wangler and Robledo, Robledo was armed with a handgun and then transitioned to a rifle. Both were shot during the exchange and received multiple gunshot wounds. Wangler remains in serious condition at Nebraska Medicine, however, will require additional surgery related to a gunshot wound to his neck. Robledo remains in critical condition at the hospital under Omaha Police Guard. The shooting continues to be investigated by the Columbus Police Department and the Nebraska State Patrol. And crews from several area fire departments are on day 2 of their search in the waters of Ginger Cove near Valley. Crews spent hours yesterday out on the water at Ginger Cove searching for a 49-year-old man. Police say he's believed to be a Ginger Cove resident, missing for about 12 hours by the time they were notified. Crews called off the search last night shortly after 8 because of darkness, but the search resumed this morning at 7 a.m.
Now, your Weather Alert First Forecast.
And it's been a hot one again today. Temperature right now about 90 degrees here in Omaha, but look at Beatrice, 99 degrees. They were at 100 earlier this afternoon, and you can see really the heat just really mainly all out to our west because there's a warm front right along this boundary right here going off over into parts of Iowa. Didn't come quite as far north. That's why we stayed right around 90 degrees. But look a little bit farther off to our east here, closer to Des Moines. You can see this greener area. That's where they've had rain through a good portion of the day today. And you can see that here on our satellite and radar. Really just these storms that kind of trained right over the same spot for this is the past 3 hours or so, and even before that this morning when we had some showers and storms coming through our area and a good portion of northeastern Nebraska. These storms have just pretty much hung out all afternoon and into the evening now, but that's finally starting to push a little bit off farther to the southeast there. Temperatures right now in your neighborhoods, many of us in the upper 80s, 86 Swanson Park, 89 in Field Club, 88 now in La Vista, 87 in Carter Lake and in Fair Acres, 91 though in Bennington, 88 Popular out in Lakeshore, Elkhorn, and over towards Mission Park. Now the Santa Lucia Festival still going on this evening, so if you have any plans to head out there, temperature-wise, it's still going to be hot, breezy too. We're looking at southeast winds about 10 to 20 miles per hour. But by the time things are starting to get to winding down, at least around 9 o'clock, a little bit after that, temperatures are going to be back in the mid-80s. And we'll still see a few high thin clouds passing through from time to time, but otherwise, we've got some sunshine out here. All that could be changing. We've got a cold front headed our way tomorrow. Could bring a chance for some storms. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. Maya?
All right, thanks, Audra. The Santa Lucia Festival is still going strong today in downtown Omaha. The celebration of all things Italian features music, dancing, and local food vendors. Right now, the Santa Lucia Festival Band is playing downtown at Lewis and Clark Landing, and the celebration continues tonight. And tonight at 7, the Santa Lucia Queen will be crowned in a coronation at the riverfront. Then at 9, festival goers will gather at St. Francis Cabrini Church for a benediction. After the benediction, the party will continue with a dance through the streets back to Santa Lucia Hall. And this weekend, the Nebraska VFW gathered in Omaha to recognize the efforts of their workers throughout the state. The Nebraska VFW helps veterans returning from combat overseas, but they don't stop there. The VFW includes several options for helping families of those veterans as well. Throughout the year, each auxiliary and district holds several events to benefit veterans.
The year that we award our chairman for their outstanding work, and we work on an auxiliary level, we work on a district level, and we work on a department level.
Yesterday, Governor Ricketts addressed the group and recognized their efforts in the state to help veterans and their families. And it was a special morning for a group of teenagers out at the Bennington Volunteer Fire Station. A group of students between the ages of 16 to 19 completed their 10-week course of the Tri-County Fire Corps Exploring Program. The students were trained with skills necessary for a career in fire service through classroom instruction and hands-on experience. Today, the students received their certification of completion in front of families and friends.
We did a bunch of stuff, like every week it's different, like some weeks we're like taking apart cars, others we're doing search and rescue. There's also simpler stuff like ventilation, ladders, stuff like that, so you really get to do everything.
The program, which is put on by local fire departments, the Boy Scouts, and Metro Community College, also trains students on CPR, fire extinguishers, and hazmat awareness. And around the nation, the battle for and against net neutrality has raged for nearly a year. Tomorrow, that battle will come to head as the regulations are set to be repealed. Reporter Vander Caldwell explains just what an unregulated internet could mean for you.
The end is near for net neutrality. Monday, the regulations will end if the FCC's current plan is allowed to proceed. These changes were announced back in May by FCC Commissioner Ajit Pai. The process has been riddled with controversy, including a scandal involving public comments on the plan. Nebraska's elected officials have largely opposed the plan, with Deb Fisher saying, "Like most Nebraskans, I support the principles of net neutrality. Broadband internet providers should be transparent, and they should not block, slow, or discriminate against internet traffic." Net neutrality is meant to regulate internet service providers like Cox Communications or CenturyLink in the metro. The controversy of net neutrality took effect back in 2015. Traffic was prioritized for sites that paid premiums. But what does the repeal mean for you? Well, those rules also prevent internet companies from promoting or penalizing certain content. Experts are concerned, without the regulations, the public would be at the mercy of providers.
You're paying for 100 megabits per second. But because you keep using Netflix, and we have our own movie stuff that you're not subscribing to, we're going to slow you down to 20 megabits per second.
Many in favor of the repeal say the government regulations allow them to pick winners and losers in the online marketplace. We checked with Cox Communications, the largest internet provider in Omaha. According to their site, they were in favor of the repeal, but insist they, quote, "We do not block, throttle, or otherwise interfere with where consumers want to go online." In Omaha, Vander Caldwell, 3 News Now.
And Suzuki is recalling certain 2013 Suzuki Kizashis and SX4 vehicles with a continuously variable transmission. The car company says a transmission control module may fail, causing a reduction in speed or reduced vehicle acceleration. About 6,000 cars could be affected. The recall is expected to begin this month, and Suzuki will notify owners and dealers and will replace the TCM for free. Owners can also contact their dealership to see if their vehicle was affected. And tonight is a big night on Broadway. The 72nd Annual Tony Awards will highlight the best of Broadway productions. You can watch the awards coming up tonight right here on 3 News Now at 7 after 60 minutes. Laura Podesta was at rehearsals for Sunday's big show at Radio City Music Hall in New York City and has a preview of the big show.
Cast members of SpongeBob SquarePants put their best feet forward as they prepared for Sunday night's Tonys. The musical, based on the long-running cartoon, is up for 12 awards, including Outstanding Featured Actor for Gavin Lee, who plays Squidward.
This performance at the Tonys is going to get the word out to the whole country that this is what the show is like. It's not that cartoon.
SpongeBob is tied for the most nominations with Tina Fey's Mean Girls, which is based on the 2004 movie she wrote. Rounding out the Best Musical category are The Band's Visit, based on an Israeli film, and Disney's smash, Frozen.
People are watching, they're going to know the characters already, even if they haven't seen the show.
Tony Award nominees Josh Groban and Sarah Bareilles are sharing hosting duties.
I think this show is going to really take you on a journey.
These seats are going to be filled with a lot of newcomers. A whopping 59 people hoping to win a Tony are first-time nominees. Bruce Springsteen will also perform. The boss will receive a special Tony for his ongoing Springsteen on Broadway concerts. And the tragedy in Parkland, Florida will take center stage for an emotional moment.
It really represents how much the arts can heal a community, how much theater can heal, and what heroes these teachers are.
Melody Hersfeld, the drama teacher from Stoneman Douglas High School, will receive the Excellence in Theater Education Award. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
And is being billed as a historic meeting, and President Donald Trump is confident the summit with Kim Jong-un will be productive. Why some former leaders are urging caution, and what exactly the White House hopes to get out of its first of its kind summit after the break.
And tomorrow is going to be hot again, but a cold front coming through could bring a chance for some showers and storms, some of which may be on the strong to severe side, and then it'll do its job and cool us down a little bit. All the details after the break.
You're watching KMTV 3 News Now with Megan Hahn, Weather Alert Team meteorologist Audra Moore, and sports with Ben Stevens. This is KMTV 3 News Now Weekend. The news that connects with your life. You want to see it now. You want to know it now. KMTV 3 News Now. Live weather, street conditions, and breaking news. Newscasts that go beyond the day's headlines.
We went to talk to the homeowner again.
Digging deeper, bringing your world into focus wherever you are. See the difference now. Stay connected with KMTV 3 News Now.
Create memories that last a lifetime at the College World Series. Join us for the opening day celebration, featuring open team practices, autographs, low cash concerts, fireworks, and more. Admission is free and open to the public all day. The NCAA College World Series Opening Day Celebration. June 15th at TD Ameritrade Park, Omaha. Discover more at ncaa.com/CWS.
When you make strong promises, the all-new Ram 1500 helps you keep your word, delivering 2,300 pounds of max payload, 12,750 pounds of towing, and with a proven 5.7-liter Hemi V8, it's the most capable Ram 1500 ever, and why more people are switching to Ram than ever before.
Well-qualified lessees of competitive vehicles get a low-mileage lease on the 2018 Ram 1500 for $219 a month.
Dr. Sprague, how are you, buddy?
Boys Town Pediatrics. You know us for keeping kids healthy and same-day appointments when they catch what's going around. But did you know we also offer highly specialized diagnosis and treatment for life-altering disorders, digestive problems, and serious injuries? To learn more about our specialized care for kids and to meet our physicians, visit us today at boystownpediatrics.org.
Fort Calhoun, thanks for watching KMTV 3.
Hundreds of residents in southwest Colorado are under mandatory evacuations as the 416 fire burning north of Durango nearly doubled in size overnight. The fire has been burning for over a week, and officials say more than 800 firefighters are now battling the fire that has now burned nearly 17,000 acres and is still only 10% contained. Those crews are expected to face another tough weather day with the dry and windy conditions, with potential gusts up to 35 miles per hour. You know, Andra, and that is kind of Colorado's my home state, and so we know that we face that every summer, so we're thinking about them. But that's kind of not what we're having here today with the high winds today.
Right, it's not quite as windy here as it has been out there, but we've still seen about 10 to 20 miles per hour. But that heat, though, that not quite as hot because that warm front kind of stalled out just to our south this afternoon. But when I show you some of the temperatures like Beatrice reached today, you can see that they definitely warmed up there. Right now, not a whole lot going on here in the Omaha Metro. You can see that from our Creighton camp, looking back west there. Things pretty much all clear. A few high thin clouds passing through, but that is about it right now. And otherwise, there's just some showers and some isolated thunderstorms out into parts of, well, heading into parts of central Iowa as we head into the evening here. but none of those are severe. We did have, of course, those showers and thunderstorms moving through most of northeastern Nebraska during the overnight hours, but we could have some more headed our way for Monday afternoon into Monday evening. Now, as far as the severe threat goes, Omaha, we're kind of right on the edge of the slight risk area, but better chances for some of that potentially strong to severe thunderstorm activity is going to be a little bit farther off to our southeast here, really into extreme southwestern Iowa there. Otherwise, large hail, damaging winds would be the main threats. Tornado threat looks pretty low at this time, but of course we'll keep bringing updates on that as we go through the rest of tonight and into tomorrow. So playing that out a little bit, at least time-wise and temperature-wise. The rest of this evening here, of course, it's going to stay hot. Might see a few showers and thunderstorms trying to continue into parts of Iowa there, but that is all going to stay off to our east here in the Omaha Metro. A few clouds moving through overnight, but it's once we get into Monday evening. I've stopped this at about 6 o'clock in the evening here. That cold front comes through, and with that, it's going to bring that chance for a couple showers and isolated storms. It's right around 6 o'clock for us. You can see there's just a few showers trying to pop up, but once it kind of goes a little bit farther and gets a little bit more oomph to it, then you can see some of that starting to strengthen over into parts of crossing into Missouri. So again, something we're going to keep an eye on as we go through the rest of tonight and through the day on Monday. Right now, things looking pretty nice here in Omaha. It is hot though, 90 degrees. You can see the wind's not too bad right now. At least the camera's not shaking too badly, but they are in the southeast at about 22 miles per hour. The dew point is at 61, so a little close to that uncomfortable level. But check out the temperatures farther to our south. Beatrice still 98 degrees, York at 97, 91 in Lincoln. You can really see that warm front just kind of stopped before it reached us, so that's why we're sitting at about 90 degrees right now. And over into parts of Iowa where they've had those showers and storms going through most of the day, it's much cooler there, and so their feel-like temperatures are also cooler. Feels only like 72 in Carroll, but notice it feels like 101 still down in Beatrice. You can see the winds right through this corridor here, about 20 to almost 25 miles per hour. As we go through the next 12 hours or so, we'll slowly start to make our way down, but with that warm front sitting almost directly on top of us, temperatures stay in the mid-70s overnight. Warm again tomorrow before that cold front comes through. Pinpointing some of those temperatures for you, mid-80s by lunchtime, and again, once we get to the evening, that's where we see that better chance for showers and thunderstorms, but that will cool us down a little bit for the middle part of the week before we see more 90s headed our way by Thursday, Friday, and even into next weekend, which of course is the start College World Series. Maya?
Thanks, Audra. Now, the stage is set in Singapore for an unusually high-stakes summit between two world leaders. President Trump is meeting with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un there on Tuesday. Both arrived in the city today. CBS's Meg Oliver reports from New York.
President Trump arrived in Singapore Sunday for his summit with North Korea's Kim Jong-un. After descending from Air Force One, Mr. Trump shook hands with local officials and told reporters that he felt very good about the upcoming talks. Kim had already arrived in Singapore. On Sunday, he met with its prime minister. Kim thanked him for hosting the summit, telling him, quote, "The entire world is watching."
It's a one-time shot.
The Trump administration has long said its goal is the complete denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula.
I feel that Kim Jong-un wants to do something great for his people, and he has that opportunity. And he won't have that opportunity again.
The White House has recently sought to temper the public's expectations ahead of the summit.
It's going to take quite a while. This is a very complicated set of issues, and success can't be declared on the basis of a happy meeting.
Susan Rice was National Security Advisor under President Obama. She says others have cut deals with North Korea only to see them fail.
The problem is that at every turn, the North Koreans would make commitments and then break them. And we need to be mindful that that is, again, what might happen.
Mr. Trump is slated to meet with Kim on Tuesday at 9 a.m. in Singapore. That's 9 p.m. Monday in Washington. Meg Oliver, CBS News, New York.
And controversy in Florida today. Nearly 300 concealed carry permits have been revoked, and you won't believe why. An employee with the state's Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services was supposed to run carry permit applicants through the NICS Federal Registry, but when she couldn't log in to do the background checks, she simply issued the permits. The employee continued doing so for more than a year. As a result, 291 permits have been rescinded, and the employee has been fired. And after a dominant performance last night, Terrence Bud Crawford is a world champ once again. Hear from the Omaha native after his victory, up next in sports.
As we celebrate our history, we look forward to the future.
A future that includes the best of the past.
A future that includes the best of the new.
A future that includes supporting our communities.
A future that includes being the very best place to work.
And of course, a future that still includes serving our famous pizza.
Right now, get 2 made-from-scratch large single-topping pizzas for only $9.99 each.
Casey's, famous for pizza.
Find great gifts for Dad in big home improvement savings during Menards Father's Day sale. Keep your vehicle running smoothly with Formula Shell Motor Oil. It provides economical value and performance in a trusted brand. Pick up a quart for only $1.99. The Turtle Wax carpet or upholstery cleans and deodorizes vehicles with ease. In addition to cleaning, it also leaves a soil-repelling silicone shield of protection. 99 cents each after rebate. Plus, Menards gift cards are perfect for Father's Day.
Save big money at Menards.
Camping World's biggest sale of the year is here, now through June 30th. Shop over 250 units in stock at America's #1 RV dealer. And save thousands with up to 43% off select models. Camp in style and choose from new 2018 travel trailers starting at $99 a month. Or hit the road in a new Class C motorhome from only $339 per month. Plus, receive a Good Sam Club Elite membership with any RV purchase. Don't wait. The biggest sale of the year ends June 30th, and it's only at your local Camping World off I-80 in Council Bluffs.
Look, another beautiful renewal by Anderson Home.
And this month, it's your turn. For a limited time, receive 15% off your entire project.
Plus, the first 50 homeowners to act receive a free upgrade to our Smart Sunglass. Call Renewal by Anderson today.
Fremont, thanks for watching KMTV3. Now, your Omaha Sports Insider Report.
Omaha's own Terrence Bud Crawford is a world champion once again. Thanks to a 9th-round TKO of Jeff Horn last night in Las Vegas, Crawford is now the WBO welterweight champ, improving his unbeaten professional record to a perfect 33-0.
I can call myself a champ again. Coming into this fight, I was the challenger, and I too much didn't like that. I wanted the title again, and now that I got that, now I can rest and assure you that I'll be back stronger and better next time.
The Omaha native has now won a title in 3 different weight divisions. He plans to stay at 147 pounds, so we'll have to wait and see who Crawford fights next. Meanwhile, there are still 6 open spots available for the College World Series. 2 teams punched their tickets to Omaha yesterday, North Carolina and Oregon State. Looking to join them today is the defending national champs, the Florida Gators. Florida hoping for its 4th straight chip to the CWS, looking to move past Auburn. Game tied at 1 in the bottom of the 8th. The Tigers' Will Holland drives one to the gap and left. Josh Anthony races around third to score. Holland's RBI double puts Auburn ahead 2-1. But the Gators bounce back in the 9th. Austin Langworthy crushes this deep and gone to right. The solo shot ties the game at 2. Now in the bottom half of the frame, 2 on for Luke Jarvis, and he walks it off for the Tigers as Auburn stays alive and forces a Game 3 tomorrow night with the 3-2 win. And this year's early Cinderella, Tennessee Tech needs one more win to get to its first College World Series. Taking on Texas, Longhorns already up 1-0 in the second. Man on for Ryan Reynolds, floats one out to shallow left. That falls in. Runner scores. Texas now in front 2-0. Now a 2-1 game in the top of the 3rd. Cody Clemens launches his 23rd homer this season, and Texas keeps its hopes for a 36th CWS appearance alive with a 4-2 win. And elsewhere in Super Regional action this evening, Texas Tech looks to sweep Duke to advance to the CWS. That game delayed, but is now set to start in just a few minutes. In a decisive Game 3 between Mississippi State and Vandy, that game also in a weather delay as of right now. In another Game 3 out in Fullerton tonight, the Titans looking to get back to Omaha, facing Washington. And still going on right now, South Carolina leads Arkansas 8-5 late in that ball game. And in our final category of the OSIs this year, taking a look back on the high school sports season, our Coach of the Year award goes to Omaha Roncalli head baseball coach Jake Hoover. The Crimson Pride's head man led Roncalli to a conference, district, and state title. That Class B state championship was the Pride's first in 37 years. And to take a look at all of our award winners, head to omahasportsinsider.com. So Maya, a couple chances so far for some teams to punch their ticket and get to Omaha, but so far nobody has. So only the 2 between Oregon State and North Carolina. 6 open spots. People, come on. You want to be coming to Omaha for the CWS. It's a great time. You want to
be coming here. It's such a fun time. But hopefully they are teams that can put up with the heat because it's going to be pretty hot.
It's going to be very hot. Very
hot. So stick around after the break. We'll have more on your weather coverage for next week.
Adventure Bay Water Park is now open at Adventureland.
Ride the waves and soak up the sun in oceans of aquatic fun. Fun for the whole family, and it's all included with your admission to Adventureland Park. 2 great parks, all for one low price. Open daily at 10 a.m. in Des Moines.
I should go, but there's got to be an easier way to pay.
Yeah. Did someone say easy?
I guess I did.
Because Aspen Dental is making things easier with flexible financing options so you can take the time you need.
It's nice.
Nice? You bet. But easier. That's the name of the game.
At Aspen Dental, we're easier. Pay just $27 a month for 60 months with $1,000 minimum financing. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL.
This deal from Cox has so much great stuff. Why not call today?
Now's not a great time. Great deal, though. Is there really no annual contract?
No contract.
I'm gonna switch.
Wolves.
Right. I'll just call.
Get 100 meg internet, Contour TV with free HD receiver rental and free installation for $89.99 a month with no annual contract. Call today.
Oh, hey, you don't want to eat that.
Even if no one in your home smokes, secondhand smoke can be closer than you think. Secondhand smoke from a neighbor's apartment can enter your home through air vents, through light fixtures, and even through cracks in the walls and the floors. Secondhand smoke is toxic, especially to children. Protect your family.
Call or visit the Nebraska Tobacco Quit line.
And what would you choose if you wanted a drink that captured the essence of Omaha? Judges in Key West, Florida answered a similar question today at the Stoli Key West Cocktail Classic. A bartender from Washington, D.C. won the contest with the drink featuring blueberry vodka and key lime juice. Cocktails were evaluated on their appearance, aroma, balance, and taste, as well as the bartender's personality and showmanship. The winner got a $10,000 donation to the nonprofit of their choice. Sounds like a good time. You just gotta taste drinks and see what you like.
We should have been out in Key West, Florida.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I don't know what I would choose for Omaha, but I would like to be a judge on whatever panel gets to decide which one is the best.
You know, anything with like mint or any like a mojito type, anything?
I'm gonna say vanilla bean blonde lager. That's my guess.
Okay.
That's what I would say for Omaha.
I can't choose one.
Well, it's a perfect day to be outside and maybe have one or two.
Exactly. You know, I know people down at the Santa Lucia Festival, they're going to need to stay cool tonight because it's still hot out there, right around 90 degrees. Only going to be in probably the mid-80s when things start to wrap up there. A little breezy too, which helps some, but when it's 90 degrees, the wind can only do so much there. Temperatures, though, aren't going to drop a whole lot tonight because they're still going to be in the mid-70s as we start off Monday morning. And with that, there's that chance we could see a couple showers, thunderstorms, mainly tomorrow afternoon as that cold front comes through.
All right.